Hello and welcome to an actual outside video. I can't stay in here too long because there's a parking warden knocking around and he thinks I'm trying to get away with not paying for parking. But I'm in what seems like a completely abandoned car parking place. Car park? Multi-storey. He's looking at me and laughing, but I don't really care. Anyway, it's rush hour and I've got this Fireblade and roads out there, so let's go find a back road. Sounds a bit knocky, but more about that in a minute. Anyway, let's get out of here. If I can find my way out of here. Oh. Okay, down. And then... ah, there it is. Oh, Jesus, nearly stacked it. There we go. There's the parking warden. I'm glad I'm entertaining to some people. And away we go. Still pulls like a train. It's just a shame it's about a 3.5 cylinder train. Because one of my pistons is slapping like a good one. I think it's just got worn and now it's just gone, nah, I've had enough. I'm going to just beat my way out of this engine block. And that is kind of the reason why I'm on the bike today. It's kind of a sad one because it's going to be one of the last times I ride this bike, I think. Count the amount of rides that I've got left maybe on my hands. Sorry, I'm going to concentrate on what this car's doing ahead because I don't know where to go. Don't need to filter there. But yeah, as I say, this is probably going to be one of the last times that I ride this bike because I don't know if it's piston 3 or 4. Are you drifting over? Do you want to come into my lane? No, you're going the other way. Okay. There is something that's knocking around within the engine. I've tried to change the cam chain tensioner. That was a relatively simple job to do. Where's this keys going? Okay, cool. Yeah, I've changed the cam chain tensioner. That was a very sort of simple job to do. It was a little bit awkward to reach because you need fuel tank off and everything. It's just down on the right hand side of the engine. But that didn't solve the knocking problem. When the engine's warm, kind of as it is now, it kind of goes away. But when it starts, it just sounds like two skeletons wanking in a bucket. And I don't think there's a more succinct way to put it, if I'm honest. Are you going to pull out in front of me? No, thank you. I don't know if this is a 30 or a 40, but last time I saw... oh no, it's got to have been. Well, I'm going to pretend like none of that just happened, because you're going to be on that camera. So, effectively, I don't know when this bike is going to go bang. It could be never. Could be in a week, or it could just refuse to start the next time I try to start it. So it's for that reason I'm out. And what I'm hoping to get into is probably something that was nearly a head-on crash, but if you spot where the buses come around the roundabout, mate, you'd do well to avoid it. It's coming around. So yeah, that is going to be this year's bike project. It's probably buying the new bike. So I figured whilst I've got this thing, I may as well just go out and use it. And if it goes pop, then at least I'm sort of local enough to, you know, push it onto someone's drive, ask very nicely to say, look, can I leave it here tonight? Please, pretty please. And I'll collect it in the morning and I'll just try to limp it home. That's what he's on. So I figured I'd come out and find a couple of back roads just to not only refresh myself after not riding all winter. Last time I rode this bike, it was still September 2025. You know, remember what it used to be like just to sit on this 160 horsepower monster. Relative monster, it's not exactly a monster by today's standards, I know, but today's bikes have ABS, electronics and traction control. This bike has nothing. It just has your right hand and your two hemispheres. Generally, it's a little bit of common sense every now and then. The kid gonna run into the road for me? You're okay. So, whilst I've still got it, that's gone rusty, hasn't it? Whilst I've still got it, you might as well use it. Are we going yet? We're going. Exactly what I'm intending to do now. So we're going through Knoll currently, just outside the Solihull Town Centre. And I'm going to go left at this junction, down the B401 to Balsall Common. And I'm going to turn around and come back. And it's just a bit of a delicious little road. Because we are going to be riding at the speed limit, no less. Seriously, no less. We should still have a decent amount of fun down there, especially considering how, I don't know how you describe this, Bosnian? Yeah, how Bosnian British roads have become. I think I've seen fewer dimples on a teenager's face. That's a weird thing to say. So this is the start of B401, and we're going to head down to the pub in Balsall Common and turn around and come back, basically. Oh, hello, bike friend. How we do? S-double-R. You gorgeous bastard. You're lovely. And you always know a good road when there's bikes coming the other way. I can recommend this one. It's not very long, small but perfectly formed, shall we say. It gets the job done. We've got one of those non-motorised bicycles. Judging by the potholes that we're going past, it's going to be a concentrated ride. That's gravel everywhere. Yeah, concentrated ride. So I'll be quiet, and I'll turn you over to the audio that's in my bag. Because hopefully now, I've fixed my audio. See how that goes. Anyway, I'm going to shut up and concentrate before I crash. This is probably the corner you want to look out for most. Just all the runoff from over there. This is where it gets very twisty and quite blind. See, tractor just came out of nowhere then, didn't it? You didn't see that coming. Imagine if I was all the way out on that white line. Big chunky tyres looking tasty tonight. Back of that smells like the back of the horse it came out of. No gravel. Still seeing gravel in the middle of the road. I'm just limited to this little 2-foot section on either side. And also because I'm going to come back this way, keeping an eye on the other side of the road to see what's going on there. Like a big old patch of gravel. Water hazard. It's a big old pile on this. That's kind of the fun bit, if I'm honest. But you can see how much fun that would be on a dry sunny day with no other cars around. As long as you recce it, don't just go flying down roads. I mean, in general, don't go flying down roads, but don't go pushing up to the speed limit and then finding the gravel as you go. Just do a recce and sort yourself out. You're not setting a lap time. And now we're going to Walsall Common. Temple Walsall, or whatever it is. There's a dead thing. Oh, his insides were outside. I don't think he's going to make it. See, observing the speed limits, because I'm a good citizen. And now we're going to turn around and do all that again. Mostly because it leads onto another decent stretch of road. And then I can tell you about my plans for the new bike. And then hopefully plans with the new bike. See what else life throws up. I mean, 2 seconds and I'd have gone, mate. There's always one. Yeah, I'll do that. Back up to the speed limit and out of their way. There's another squash thing. So many things with their insides outside. Just put the guts on the inside. They work better. Oh yeah, it's just avoiding the thingy. I was like, why are you out in the middle of the road? So this is really going to wind that neck in now because my visor's currently getting covered with rain. Not that I was going for leather, obviously. Again, it's a way to do a recce. Now this road did used to be a 50 limit and I'm very disappointed that the council decided to make it a 40. I'm just assuming that people have found out about this road, came and ridden this road the way I used to ride this road, legally, and then they've gone straight through the hedges on either side. Go slow, enjoy the view. Trying to enjoy the view at least, but you get reflections from above and below. Oh, it's blinded from above and below, I should say. I'm fairly sure it's whited all the way down, so you need to bugger off. I'll give them a little bit of space and I can have a little bit of a play. Obviously not too much, because we just came down this road and we saw the state it was in. Being back out on my Fireblade, my arty-farty, blarty Fireblade. Pop and bang every time I want it to. Thumbs out. Yes, it's cold, but I don't mind. This is where it's a bit mucky. Need to get off the middle, come on. I know it's wet on the sides, but your tyres can grip in the wet, they can't grip on gravel. Yeah, today probably wasn't the best day to come down this road, considering I've not ridden a bike for 6 months. Well, I say not ridden the bike, I've been on it, but I've just, you know, to the shops and back kind of riding, not ride, if you know what I mean. That's also the other thing I was going to put into this video is, it's spring, the bikes are coming back out, but it doesn't mean all the mess on the road has immediately gone away just because you want to take your bike out, does it? So, take your time, make your observations. Remember, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Fast is fun. Dying is not fun. That's the gravel I saw earlier on the outside there. So I hope you've enjoyed the B4101. It was a little bit more fun than I remember. No, it was more fun in my memory. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I enjoyed it more before. Also, that shipping container looking thing, how have they got planning permission for that? I don't know. They want 4 million near enough for it, unless it's come down again. I won't be surprised if it's come down again. Bloody hell, the sort of stuff people are paying money for. Oh, I know. Anyway, on the second gear cruise, down into first. Where's that gravel in the pothole? There it is. Back into knowledge at some reasonable speeds. Slow the pace. Not as slow as those guys, but not far off it. But yeah, so considering the state of the internals of this bike and the fact it's had a new gearbox immediately when I bought it, that was in 2018. Thankfully the people that bought it off did it under warranty. It then decided to spit a gear out of that gearbox whilst I was merging onto a motorway no less. The revs spiked up to 11,000 RPM and that was the end of that engine. Because 5th gear went, oh I know what to do, immediately engaged and just bang, nearly kicked me off the back of the bike. And if I didn't have luggage on the back of the bike, I'd have been gone, just off, and then probably rolling under a truck tyre. So that was the end of the first gearbox. The second gearbox caused the end of the first engine, and now this engine has decided it doesn't want to be an engine anymore. It wants to be a set of maracas. But only till it gets warmed up. Maybe it's just grumpy in winter. I don't know. Either way, one day is going to come where this engine goes bang, and I just can't have a bike in the garage that I just can't go and reliably ride without fear of it jettisoning a piston from the block. So I have reinsured it and I have retaxed it, and I've done both of those things on monthly payments because when June comes this thing might just have to go into the bin, unless there is an unless I keep hold of the bike, put it in the garden, put it under a tarp for safe storage and stop it completely rusting out. Find a substitute engine yet again, concentrating. Find a substitute engine again. And then this bike becomes my track bike. And I become one of those guys that has a track bike, don't you know? Basically a race team, don't you know? One for the future. I don't even know if it's worth keeping this bike as a track bike. Or if, you know, for the same cost of an engine, let's say, what, 2 grand? £1,000 more, I could have a decent 600, and that's going to be a lot more easy to manage on track than this beast, especially considering that I don't really ride quickly on or off-road. Are you coming my way? Oh no, but I'm kind of undecided because the longest time this bike was my dream bike, and then I got it, and then immediately my dreams got dashed when I went from 3rd to 4th gear and found out that gearbox was knackered. And I was like, okay, they're fixing it, my dream's not broken, nothing's in the bin. And then the other gearbox let go of a gear, caused the revs to spike, like I say, and then I was back with the broken dream territory, somewhere outside of Maidenhead. Because me and my friend Raoul were trying to get to Romania, and that would have been an awesome trip. We're going to try and do the 1,000 miles in a day, get to Vienna. Didn't happen, obviously. I got that repaired, then concentrating, put both bars in your hand. It's close enough to what you're supposed to stay. But, you know, stuff happens. I've still got the bike, and it's still been good. You saw my Scotland series, it was a good bike on that. Give it a bit of a rip up to 50. Just there's a certain RPM range with this bike where it just goes it's just like, yep, more of that please, more of that on toast, thank you very much. It's just like if you've ride them you know what I mean. Hear it. I know I shouldn't be doing this stuff on this bike considering what's going on inside the engine, but I don't care. I've got it for the time being. Going to enjoy it. And when it is gone, I'm going to be able to go very, very far, hopefully in a good amount of comfort, maybe even with the wife on the back. Now we start to get to the point where I'm living the dream. So as you can imagine, bloody flood. Gonna have to watch out for this on the entire route, I think. So as you can imagine, that's all that's been playing around in my head. Going back to Italy and Austria in 2017, I think it was. But then thinking, ooh, there could be two of us. I don't have to spend the entire time by myself. And also, she's awesome, so why not? This thing's singing though, and it just makes me want to put a new engine in. I think bollocks to it. Just fix the engine. It's just that. There's just a point, and it just sounds angry. Sounds mean. Anyway, where's this Chadwick End? I think this is Chadwick End. It's probably Chadwick End. How many times can you say Chadwick End? Pigeon. Gotta clean your face because that lens must be getting buggered up as well. See, getting good at this. Just hope I haven't taken the polarizing off. But either way, yes, either way, hopefully in June you'll be seeing a big old chunky boy on this channel, and it won't just be me. It'll be a GS, or it'll be a Triumph Tiger 1200, or an Africa Twin, or if I can somehow find the finance agreement and the money for it, multi-strider. We'll just have to see what goes. Oh, anyway, that'll do for a quick video. Now I'm going to go try and record 2 more. This will be fun. I'll let the bike give you an outro because there's a 50 limit in a second. Let's back off from this antiques car. Let it sing. Nothing too close behind. Oh, I love it. Oh, anyway, I'm gonna go play. I'll see you in a bit.